Welcome to episode 8 of the Dispatch Robot AI vlog, where we're building a digital AI agent. I'm sure I messed that up, but that'll help reduce the time you spend manually searching for a load on the load boards. Let's go. First, not a whole heck of a lot happened this week, and that's okay. However, we were hard at work shipping features, okay? Everyone loves a feature, so a new feature, especially one that really saves time. So you open up your load board, you open up your, make sure you have your Dispatch Robot installed, and you can see right here, when you hover over an email, it gives you an email preview, and so then you can send these 3 templates. You can do 3 email templates, and so you can just send them right there. So essentially, that's 2 features. Hover over the email to open this email, and then 3 different templates. It's the 2 features that we added this week. So if you find yourself emailing brokers on the load board as you're looking through the load board, right, you can take a look. Oh, wait, maybe I want to email this. Boom, just hover over. If you have this template or this one, you can just quickly send out those 3 email. Like, you can send all 3 technically, or you could just send the one that really pertains to the load. And so oftentimes dispatch services are dispatching multiple MCs, so then they could have a different email for different MCs. So that's why that email feature, customer requested it, we build it. It's that simple. So that's a pretty neat feature. Now, the other thing I really want to talk to is a couple of questions. Obviously, there's now like 7 episodes of this Dispatch Robot vlog. And first question is, can I use the software now? Okay. Mike, good question. I just want to make it know that yes, it is a Chrome extension that searches the load board for you. So once you install it, you can see it's right here at the top on my screen, and here's the 3 notification styles. I send you this nice email and whatnot. So yeah, it's absolutely available to use now. And next question. Okay, so my question is, somebody like myself, my girlfriend, we own a dispatch company. Is this going to replace us all together, or can we still own our dispatch company and buy our product and use AI system? So, I mean, we don't really know what the future holds, right? I mean, between all the robots and all the AIs, it's like, are any of us going to have any jobs? I don't know. But the point remains the same, is that I think a human dispatcher will always have work. It's just the work might look a little bit different. The work is going to be more or less like coordinating with drivers, making sure they're showing up on time, appointment schedules, right? Signing paperwork, right? Because a lot of paperwork still needs to be signed manually and then sent back, right? So there's still going to be some work. It's just you're going to be more, I think it's more of an assistant role versus an active dispatch role, manually scrolling through the load board, right? So that's the response there. And then, will AI robot work for companies that already have their own customers and match up trucks with their own fleet to loads available? So, for instance, can robot take hours available, close truck, fleet runs more efficient, eliminate such deadhead as possible? Yes, absolutely. So, future product, yes, it will integrate to the locations of the trucks. It will integrate to private load boards, right? And then take your load board data and assign trucks that with loads available, or maybe it finds a better load on the load board or somewhere else. That, like, yes, the future version of Dispatch Robot will do that. But really, it comes down to like what are we even building? Dispatch Robot needs to do 3 things, right? 3 main things, and those 3 things are: number 1, it needs to aggregate all the freight. Right? So it needs to bring in all of the freight so you can have a good comparison of one load versus the other. The problem right now is there's so many gosh darn load boards. Everybody's launching a load board. It's like, we don't need another load board. We need a load board aggregator. So number 1 is we got to aggregate all the loads. Number 2 is we have to identify what's a good load, right? Not everyone thinks a load is good or bad or whatever the case may be. And what load works for one truck driver might not work for another truck driver. Right. So 1, that's the algorithm. You got to really decide what load is a good load. And number 3 is we got to book the load, right? And this is the 3 steps that we're working on. We've kind of built the first 2 partially. First step is to aggregate. So we integrate with Truckstop, DAT, and 123 load board right now. Second step is we have our machine learning algorithm that is looking at all the data available, but also using your interactions with the load board to train the algorithm on how you think. And then the third thing, this is why we're raising funding, we need to build out that third thing to book the load too. So that's Dispatch Robot in a nutshell right now. It's currently a Chrome extension that does those first 2 steps, right? It aggregates and has an algorithm that gives you notifications of the best loads. And that's about it, I think, for this week. I'll see you next Saturday. I apologize for the late upload. We'll see you then. Bye.